The last thing I want to go over is the shutter speed. There's a general rule, came kind of from the film days, but it's called the handhold rule. What it means is that if you have a lens that's over 100 millimeters, your shutter speed should always match that. So if you have a lens that's 100 millimeters, you should have at least 1/100th of a second to take a sharp photo. That does change, different in different environments, but there's that. The other thing you want to focus on is if you have a crop camera, say for Canon, for example, I believe it's 1.7, so it would be a 170 millimeter. So that's something to keep in mind. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. It's kind of outdated, but it does still exist, and it is a good rule of thumb to help you get started. Now, obviously, for certain things like sports, you're going to want to go way higher. I would recommend personally for action sports, at least I usually tell people 1/2000, but some people say 1/1250 at the minimum. I usually do 1/2000 because for me, I want to capture the action. That's entirely up to you. I will put up some pictures I've taken of action sports with going over 1/2000 or greater. But in things like inside, ITU Esports, at esports tournaments, there's not a ton of movement going on. So for stuff like that, it's really, you can do a little bit lower. I usually shoot around 1/320th. Again, that's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to your camera's capabilities.